Hi guys, this video I'm not really going to be talking about, or I'm not going to be doing a story mode video or a AMV today, but I want to talk about the game Final Stand. It's a game that everyone loves, whoever plays it of course, but it's a good game, best on Roblox. But as you know, there's a new world coming out, and hopefully it's going to be a good world, to be honest, because I'd rather it not be like Future or anything. It's really boring. But there could be new stuff to the game that I think should be added to the game right now. I don't know, minimal stuff that can make a lot of difference to the game. I know there should be updates, especially the Dragon Balls. No one can find them, and it's so hard to do. I think there should be a reason to actually look for them, because all the moment I know you can reset your stats and all that jazz, but just something you don't really do. I think if Snake added the Dragon Balls back into the game and actually made them doable, that'd be a lot better. Because I like the way they're set out, that every now and then they might be there and you have to search for it, but I don't know. I think it should be a lot easier to find them. So yeah, the Dragon Balls should be in the game. Other stuff such as clothing, to buy your own clothes. A lot of the stuff that people buy with them is either God of Destruction clothes or Broly clothes, for example. That should be in the game. That should be in the shop. It's quite high, to be honest. It could just be the green pelt. It doesn't have to be anything other than that, because I think a lot of people wear the Broly thing because it looks cool. The black design is pretty cool. I think that should be in the game without having to buy the pass. Other items, there's a lot of game passes in the game at the moment, hyperbolic time chamber and all of that, which is really good and all. But I think they should add more game passes in the game, because I don't know. It's something that Snake needs to implement a lot. That Dragon Ball Z OG does a lot better than Final Stand. How there's the gravity room, raids, which it should be in the game. You should be able to party up with people, and then you go into a raid and you try and defeat one boss. I know that's something like Broly. That was a good idea from him. Something like Topple Broly. That needs to be in the game, but defeat a boss, because there's a lot of bosses in the game that haven't been added to the game, such as Raditz, Cooler, even some non-canon people like Bardock maybe. Just bosses. At the moment there's no story in the game, which is something that is quite hard to do in Roblox, but I don't know. There's something you can't change like that, which is unfortunate. But it's not done in a chronological order, because you got Frieza, which you fight when you're Super Saiyan 3, which makes no sense to me. It's all kind of a mixed up thing, so the story doesn't make much sense in the game, but that doesn't really matter. We don't need new forms. We've got enough forms for Saiyans. Maybe for Frieza race, to be honest. I don't know if there's a form out there that would make it even better. I don't know. Human needs to be better. That needs to be a lot better, because that's rubbish. What else? Yeah. In the new world, I'm hoping to find little quests. I think this is what Snake really gave up in space, because he never added quests like they did in Namek. So when you search for stuff like the Dragon Balls, or you need to find a money case at the start of the game, he almost gave that up. So hopefully in the new world he adds stuff like that, little things that might give a little bit of levels, because I'm pretty sure it's level 700 or something. And again, with the game passes, he could have the Z sword, all that jazz. The power pole would be awesome, little combos like that. Because I'm not sure if it's 100% sure, but the Trunks' sword makes you punch a little bit slower, which I could be wrong about, obviously. Broly needs to be right. When you get to a certain level, I think it's level 650 or something. It's one Broly to do one level, and I don't know. I think, of course, the new world's gonna be a lot easier to level up in. Hopefully, with the new world, you should be able to get to level 800 quite easily. Because obviously, there are gonna be some daily quests which should help. Because I think a lot of people moan about the fact that there aren't enough levels for a person to get up to the next world. But you got to understand, guys, like Snake did this purposely so people can keep playing his game. I mean, like, you could literally, if levels were, if daily quests weren't a thing and you couldn't get 100 levels out of every world, then you wouldn't be playing the game. You could play it for a day and you'd already be to level 400 if you grinded hard enough, or you had teammates. That's why I think Snake purposely did that, so you can keep playing the game. That's the thing that a lot of game developers do. They try and keep you playing for a multiple amount of time, especially in a lot of RPG games such as Final Stand. But I don't know, there's just updates in the game that he almost forgets about, like, for instance, how there was always a universal boss in every level. Like in Earth, it was the universal champion, and it was the universal Namekian, and the universal Yardrat, and he just forgot about it. I think there's a lot of stuff he can revamp into the same game. Like, I know with Heaven, he did a really good job with the idea of new bosses and stuff, which he did say he was going to do, and he did do. But there's other stuff like moves, like he said he was going to do. Hopefully, which is going to happen in the next update. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. But hopefully, like hopefully this new world is good enough, to be honest. Because I think if it isn't up to date with what he does now, because he seems to be spending a lot of time on it, which is very good. Which means, like, the longer he takes, the better. If you think about it, because you don't want it to take like a day and it turns out to be rubbish. You want him to take as much time as he can possibly take and make something amazing, which is something I hope he's doing. There's leaks of like a blue planet, I think, which could be anything, to be honest. I'm not sure. Yeah, hopefully he can add bosses such as just bosses that he hasn't added into the game, because there are so many characters in the game he hasn't added. I'm just hoping he adds them into the game. Like Raditz, like, where was he? Where was, I don't know, there was just a lot of people who said, like, where a lot of people they went. I mean, Cell was in the game, but we didn't get to play all Cell. I mean, he was in the future for some reason. I know he has a time machine and all that, but there was no, like, it's just characters like that he forgot about, which is really unfortunate. Then he's been, another thought about having, like, new abilities, like, you know how Cell absorbs energy, or how Dr. Giros like absorbs energy, like something like that, something that makes the game different and worthwhile. I think having him ranked, like, it's an easy fix. Just take away the beans, alright? Like, beans is just easy fix. I don't know why he hasn't done it yet. That should have been the most easiest thing in the world, because it's ruined ranked in Heaven. Ranked's pretty scuffed right now. There are not a lot of people playing it, so I think point system should be going higher, I think. Because I at the moment I'm level 560 on my Namekian. I'm versing people similar rank to me, but I'm only getting like 5 to 10 points from it, which I think if it's level with you, it should be at least like over 10 points. But if it's under, then you should be like 5 points, let's say. But if it's a level higher by you, by like maybe 10 levels or so, it should be higher, like 20 points. I think the rank system is kind of weird and how it's set up at the moment, because it's really hard to get rank points at the moment. I don't know why. I think it's just the system is kind of weird. I don't play rank that often, but yeah, stuff like that. Heaven needs to be fixed. I think they should bring back the dummies, to be honest. There's something, I don't understand why Snake took them away. I know it was a bug and all that, because characters were not loading in and you could move them and you can damage them and all that jazz.
You like jazz?
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, just little stuff like that can make a big difference. Like, yeah, hopefully stuff like that just fixes itself. Sorry that this hasn't been a story mode episode. I know a lot of people like that, or an A and V especially, because the other one hit 25 views, which is mental. Yeah, hopefully Snake can fix a lot of stuff. Like, even in the new update, he should be fixing all the problems right now, not just the new world, right? But yeah, hopefully he does that. If you want to check out Try Toy T, his channel will be in the description, as well as Red Key, who I'm both doing fan art for, and hopefully that should be good. But yeah, check out those two guys. Big shout out to them, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.